So here we are on the school bus, well not the school bus, but the city bus on the way to school. And I'm looking out the window, and as soon as we're approaching the school, I notice an ambulance out there. So all of us are going to the window like, what's going on, what's going on? We see a girl on a stretcher, and they're taking her into the ambulance, and she has like her eye is all, they have something over her eye, she's bloody and everything. So when we get to school, we find out that this guy ran up to the girl, took like an egg, and he smashed it into her eye. And they said that basically she was in danger of losing her eye. Hey guys, I want to welcome you back to another episode of LB Tales from the Hood. And today's episode is called Freshman Day. Now back in the 80s, I attended this junior high called IS 59 in Queens, New York. And Freshman Day was a day that a lot of the juniors and seniors would jump on the freshmen. They would beat them down. They would do all types of crazy things to them. And just as like a sort of hazing ritual, like welcome to our school. And anybody who really knows the school back in the 80s, I mean, I don't know how it is now because it's been so many years since I haven't been, attended there or even know anybody who even went there. But it was crazy. The school had a really bad reputation. I kind of mentioned that in my previous video, that it's basically a school of hard knocks. But the things I seen go on there was just off the hook. Like I used to have to take the city bus to and from school. On the bus, the kids would set the bus on fire. They would rob the bus driver. I've witnessed bus drivers get beat down. The school, like before I even got there, it had to be delayed with reopening because some kids had set the school on fire. Some kids had stuck the principal up, I heard, with a Uzi or something. It was all kind of craziness and madness. So the day I had to go to school on freshman day, I almost copped out. I was about to fake sick for a minute. So you'd be like, yo, mom, I can't go. But I said, you know what? I was like, this is a school I'm attending. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be in the mix. I got to do what I got to do. I got to go there. I just got to suck it all in. Got to keep a brave face. Try to look tough. I tried to, but inside, I'm not even going to lie, I was shaking. I was shaking inside. But the thing about it is, I grew up around a lot of older guys. And these older guys actually went to the school. And their name rang out in the school, like they had a reputation. They were some rough guys. So I could have went to the school and I could have name dropped and said, I know such and such, such and such, trying to basically hope that other people would, basically go with the people that I knew reputation, not do anything to me. But I was taught by a lot of older guys, you want to get a name on your own and you want to be able to hold yourself down. So don't just go name dropping, I know such and such, to try to keep you safe. But the whole day I was nervous. So here we are on the school bus, well not the school bus, but the city bus on the way to school. And I'm looking out the window, and as soon as we're approaching the school, I notice an ambulance out there. So all of us are going to the window like, what's going on, what's going on? We see a girl on a stretcher, and they're taking her into the ambulance, and she has like her eye is all, they have something over her eye, she's bloody and everything. So when we get to school, we find out that this guy ran up to the girl, took like an egg, and he smashed it into her eye. And they said that basically she was in danger of losing her eye. I never heard what happened after that story to find out she actually lost it. But I know when I got to school, I'm thinking inside, I'm like, if they did that to her, what are they going to do to me? I was like, oh. The whole day, I'm not even going to lie. I was still trying to hold it and trying to play tough. Like, not really like flex like I'm tough, but just like keep a straight face. But I was nervous. I'm praying. I'm like, God, please let me get through this day. And the funny thing about it is, I was green back then, so I didn't know any better. As I got older, I realized that no matter how you try to front, and no matter how anybody try to front, you could always smell fear in a person. And the wolves, they could smell fear on you. You can smell fear a mile away. You can sense it. You look in the guy's eyes, you can see if he's nervous or not. But back then, I tried to hold him as best as possible. And you know what? I said, whatever, man, I'm going to get through the day. I was like, if somebody come at me wrong or they try to get at me, I'm just going to hold it down. I'm going to defend myself. Back then, I didn't have much combat training. I wasn't in martial arts yet. Didn't know how to box. None of that. Wasn't nice with my hands, but I was ready. I said I'm going to be ready for whatever. I'm just going to just keep my head on the swivel, try to stay prepared. And plus that previous incident I had where I got jumped in the school, if you see my previous video, I learned keep your head on the swivel at all times. Be aware of your surroundings. See when people are moving funny. So anyway, I basically made it through the day. Through the grace of God, I was okay. And I don't know if it had something to do with it, but I'm like, maybe the way I handled myself in that prior incident, maybe the word got around like, yo, he's a stand-up dude. You know what I mean? He held it down regardless, even though there wasn't really much to hold it down because I got snuck with the door when I get hit in the mouth. If you go see the previous video to check that out or whatever, if you want to see that, basically caught slipping. But, at the end of the day, I made it all right, made it home safe. When I got in the house, I dropped to my knees. I was like, thank you, God. Thank you. I made it all good. Everything's intact, no broken bones, no issues, no situations. Other kids in my grade, they wasn't so lucky, they didn't make it out so well, but I was good. So another lesson learned. So basically the moral of the story is always face your fears, man. Don't try to run from your fears. Whatever you're running from, it's going to end up following you and chasing you eventually. You're always going to end up learning your lesson. So if you run from something, it's going to chase you. Stand up, face your fears, stay bold, try to have that courage, man. And what I want you guys to do right now, go ahead and like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can find out when I'm dropping a new video. I'm going to keep them coming. And this concludes the episode of Freshman Day. I will see you guys on the next episode. And I got to do my signature sign off. Just chill till the next episode. Peace.